Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Friday, August 26, 2016. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, where we bring you today's top stories translated into English every weeknight. The vehicle insurances have been raised. The Financial Supervisory Authority, the body that monitors the insurance market in Albania, has issued a press release concerning the increased price of vehicle insurance. Published on the official site, the press release explains that under the legal legislation in force, fees and vehicle insurances are liberalized, and insurance companies define the prices according to market conditions, and the Financial Supervisory Authority cannot intervene in the tariff policy. The latest data from the Financial Supervisory Authority shows that the insurance market in Albania is growing, especially vehicular insurance, which is mandatory by law. Between January and July of this year, revenues from insurance premiums amounted to 7.9 billion lek, with an annual growth of 3%. The increased revenue and expansion in the insurance market have mainly happened due to the increase of vehicular insurance costs. The data shows that vehicle insurance for the first 7 months of this year totaled about 4.7 billion lek, or 5.6% more than the same period a year ago. Regarding the voluntary insurances, they have recorded an annual decline of 1%. Vehicle insurance dominates the insurance market at 64.6%, while life, health, and property insurances combined occupy the remaining part. Insurance companies explained that the vehicle insurance price increase shows an increase of premium risk due to increased accidents. According to the Institute of Statistics data, the number of reported accidents totaled 421 in the first quarter of this year, an increase of 10.5% from the first quarter of last year. There was also an increase in government tax made this year. The chairman of the Economic Commission, Erjan Braci, responded to the increased price for vehicles insurance in Albania. In a long explanation on his Facebook social account, the Socialist MP blames the Financial Supervisory Authority for the increase. The MP says that the Financial Supervisory Authority is promoting abuses within the market by delaying the bonus-malus system, which bases how insurances are paid on the number of accidents the drivers have had. The chairman of the Economic Commission says that the necessary infrastructure exists to create a bonus-malus system, as the data for the country's road accidents is already online. The Socialist MP says that the Parliamentary Economic Commission is analyzing the Financial Supervisory Authority's work, and that the authority will be held responsible for abuses in the insurance market. The delay to bring the bonus-malus system to Parliament cannot be justified. I have my reasons to say that the delay is abusive. Failure for the Financial Supervisory Authority to meet obligations set by Parliament will have its consequences, wrote the Socialist MP. The Agency for Treatment of Property announced that applications for distributing the compensation installments for property owners are opened. The agency has set up a work group which will conduct admissions and registration for interested parties. In total, there are 456 property owners or heirs whose land has been occupied without permission by squatters. The compensation costs for property owners amounts to 4 million. In order to register the requests for property compensation, the applicants must submit the necessary documentation of the property, must pay a service fee of 2,000 new lek, and open a bank account in a commercial bank. According to the director of the Property Compensation Agency, the property owners will be able to receive up to 70% of their property value from the funds the government has allocated, while the rest belongs to a second phase of compensation. There is no deadline for compensation applications for occupied properties, so that all property owners, even those living abroad, can have time to register their requests. The right-wing coalition has officially opened their electoral campaign in Dibër, asking support from Dibër's citizens for their candidate. Democratic Party chairman, leaders of the ally parties, and a former Democratic minister, Besnik Mustafa, who returned to the Democratic Party after 9 years, asked for Dibër's citizens' vote in favor of the Democratic candidate. Mr. Mustafa gave his speech after a long pause, declaring that the Democratic candidate has returned hope to the citizens and to everyone. The Democrats' candidate listed some of his promises for Dibra, starting with tax cuts, investments in infrastructure, and the construction of the city's stadium. I am asking for your support to work hard and change Dibra, to bring back hope to Dibra's citizens. This government has impoverished the citizens. I have clear vision and priorities for Dibra. I want to serve the citizens, and I think I have proved that. The guarantee we have is from the upcoming Prime Minister Lulzam Basha, who has Dibra in his priorities. Together with Basha, we will finish Arbery Road, declared the DP candidate for Dibra. Meanwhile, Democratic Party Chairman Lulzam Basha invited Dibra's citizens to trust in the DP candidate. Our candidate is an honorable professor, respected by all Albania. Dibra will have the most hardworking mayor. He is not corrupted and does not abuse power. He has proved this during his life. He will work for Dibra's people and not for his friends, said Mr. Basha. The DP chairman was critical of the Prime Minister, saying that the Prime Minister should have apologized to Dibra's people for electing Shukri Jalili as mayor. Edi Rama did not apologize for Shukri Jalili, but he started to speak badly about the former mayor. Basha further criticized, blaming the Prime Minister for failing to construct the Arbery Road, for breaching the agreement with the Chinese company hired to construct Arbery Road, and declared that the Prime Minister lies about investing in the roads. The Socialist Party reacted today to the DP's candidate presentation in Dibra, declaring that it was a clear testimony that Dibra's people cannot trust in the opposition. The Socialists raised the question of whether Dibra's citizens will still trust in the Democratic Party chairman's promises, and in his statement that the government has left the Arbery Road project ready. The Socialist Party also questioned whether Dibra's people believe that the DP candidate will solve all of Dibra's old problems. In the end, the Socialist Party thanked the Democratic Party for holding their meeting in the same room the Socialist Party presented its candidate in, as they claim it will be easier for Dibra citizens to see the difference. The Socialist Party also thanked the Democratic Party chairman, who, by repeating the same speech he has been delivering for 3 years, gave Dibra's people the opportunity to understand that he has nothing new for Dibra. The majority's candidate for Dibra's mayor held meetings with more Dibra villages today. During the electoral meetings, the majority's candidate promised more investments, especially for the farmers. We have a program for Dibra. We will rehabilitate the roads in this area. We will create a center for collecting fruits and vegetables here to boost area development, said the majority's candidate. He was accompanied by the Socialist MP, Sadri Abazi, and Dibra's coordinator, Mr. Jiknouri. All the polls show that the majority's candidate will receive votes from Socialists and Democrats because before being a socialist, he is a human being above all, said Mr. Jiknouri. Elections in Dibra City Hall will be held on September 11th, and the majority is asking Dibra citizens to support its candidate as the only opportunity to do something for good for Dibra. Tirana City Hall has concluded the reconstruction of kindergarten number 28, which will service the 120 children of the La Praca area. Tirana's mayor, accompanied by the Socialist MP Rakip Suli, declared that City Hall's priority is to offer the same standards in suburb areas as in central areas. This is the 16th reconstructed kindergarten out of 23 that we will reconstruct during the summer. 7 kindergartens remain to be reconstructed, and I am looking forward to finishing them on time. I think we will have reconstructed all the kindergartens by September when children come back from their holidays. For the first time, we can guarantee that there is the same quality in the kindergartens of suburb areas as there is in central areas because children are the same, declared Mayor Villiers. The mayor announced other investments in the area, including road infrastructure. The next investment in La Praca will be a $4 million rehabilitation of the urban area to make sure that we will have not only the beautiful kindergarten, but also a beautiful neighborhood, said the mayor. Kindergarten 28 in the La Praca area underwent a complete internal and external reconstruction. That's all for our English edition this evening. Please join us again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. My name is Mari, and on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.